tubies and tubettes, and welcome back to Retrospects. Now this is build number 7 of my 12 builds of Christmas, but before I go into that, I want to show you the winter update that Axolot have released for Scrap Mechanic. Now this contains quite a lot of stuff, so let me just run you through it. Now you may have seen some other videos, the guy showing you this, but I wanted to show it as well. So we have high-res textures now, all of the block textures for tiles, for bricks, awesome, look at those, the concrete, the light bricks, the wood, everything, and the metal has all been updated. We've got scratches on the metal now, it shines nicer, everything's been upgraded to a higher res. We also have the glass, which has now been upgraded also, and you now have a single pane as well as the tiled look, which is something that we've been able to do with mods for a while, but Axolot have decided to put it in the main game. Now all of these are colourable, of course, but now you can also spray the springs on the suspension. I thought you could. You can on that one, on the long suspension. On the other one you just spray the end, but on the long suspension you actually spray the spring, which is cool. We have a new large wheel. So this is the large wheel how it looks now. You'll notice a difference from how it used to look. It now looks a little bit more like the small wheel for the tyre, and the hubcap is a hell of a lot more improved and higher res than the old one. So let's just put the little wheel next to it, you'll be able to see what I mean. The tyres now match more, it looks like it's meant to go with that, so that's pretty cool. But the biggest part of the update that I think you will like is the new lights. Now it doesn't look much different, that light there, but this one is an absolutely brand new strip light. This and that now turn on, so even with a button or a switch you can actually turn these lights on, and there you go. So you're probably wondering, do they actually light anything up? Well, yes they do. It's now been added volumetric lighting, so they actually do light things up. You probably can't tell that much from out here. It's lighting the floor up a little bit. If I change the colour you'll probably see it more. Let's paint it green. You see like a green light on the floor here, but to demonstrate this better I have a little room back here which I have painted, and I have a set of lights on the roof here which if I turn this button this will happen, and you will see that this is something Scrap Mechanic's never been able to do before. We now have volumetric lighting which lights all of the things within the room, all the walls, all the objects, so it all works pretty cool, like a little disco in here. But the one thing they haven't actually updated yet is the fact that it does not cast shadows. So as you see, I'm standing outside of this object, but the light from inside is actually shining through the wall, which is a little bit odd, but hopefully they'll get that sorted in a later release. But all in all, I'd say this update is pretty damn cool. So to make use of this update, I created this. Now this is my little sports flyer, and it uses a few of the parts from the new update. So we have the lights, of course, which I can turn on with the 2 key, and that's front and back. I have reverse light, and I have the strip there at the top which is using the strip lights that comes on when I reverse as well. I have, if I press 3, I have these under chassis strip lighting and a little light on the inside there as well, and they all light up, and the little ones at the front there under the headlights, they all light up and light the floor up as I go. Now if only we had the night mod like Durf released before for the old Scrap Mechanic. With the night mod I'm sure these lights would look pretty damn epic. Now this is a pretty cool car, and it will be available on the workshop. It was just to demonstrate what you can do with the new winter update. Now if I also press the 4 key, I turn on a couple of RAR units inside which will then hold this thing stable. Oh, let me do that. There we go. And now when I press the 5 key, it takes off. I managed to hide quite a few thrusters in there. Now the forward thrust, as you can see, but there's some upward thrust as well hiding in there, you can see from underneath. And yeah, the whole thing flies, and you can hover this around and go pretty much where you want to. So pretty cool design. Now if you've been watching these Christmas builds, then you will remember this. This is Eric. Eric is a snowman, but unlike other snowmen, Eric suffers from a rare depressive disorder known as realization meltosis. In short, Eric is startlingly aware of the fact that his life may amount to very little more than a few litres of puddle water. Eric's life looks bleak. He spends most of his days just staring at one tree, mainly due to the fact that he was built facing one tree. But it doesn't have to be this way. Please show your support and leave your message in the comment section below, for each kind word you share with Eric may help to rebuild his self-esteem and reignite his belief in the true magic of Christmas once more. You can make a difference. And the support you shown was fantastic. I had a ton of comments, most of which were supportive. Things like, love you Eric, you wouldn't be Christmas without you Eric. And then we had a couple of other comments which I just want to read out. We had, I love you Eric, I hope you have fun on Christmas. That was by Whoozy Boy. We had Eric, you have so much to live for, you bring happiness to everyone, by Harry Wilkinson. And we had a ton of I love you Erics. And then we had a save Eric, that was by Hero Brian Master. And then we had a couple that really stick in my mind, and these two are, let me just find them. Eric, don't worry about melting. You're made of scrap mechanic material, so you won't melt. And also check your inventory because you can give yourself wheels. That was by Minefish. And then we had one which was a little bit worrying to me. And this one was, Eric, your life is meaningless. And no matter what you do, snow will always melt. Also, you have no control over you melting, so just accept it. Well, you know what? That was by Ollie Bobster 21. Well, Ollie Bobster, I don't think Eric wants to accept it. Because over here, you will see the snow may have melted away with the winter update, but Eric has not melted. Eric is sitting over here with a big grin upon his face. So I think you can agree he has found the magic of Christmas. He is alive and kicking, and there he is. Like I say, he's got a smile on his face now, no longer a frown. And let me show you then how he works and what he does. Now, as you see, there's a button on the back here. When I press that button, the back of his head will open up. There's a seat up there, but also the bottom will open up. And if I jump in the seat you can see through here, I can just show you the inside, see if you can guess what this thing does. Now, there's a ton of thrusters in here and also quite a lot of suspensions. Now, I'll jump in the driving seat and show you what all this is for. So if I jump in that seat there and jump through, you'll be able to get in the driving seat and then press the one key to shut the door. Now, pressing left and right will turn his head and his body, so you can turn him around. And when you look at the bottom there, the actual ball at the bottom, so not his head but the big ball, it actually isn't one object, it's two. It's been split in half and all those suspensions hold it together. So when I press the 2 key, what happens is he jumps, but it looks like he kind of squishes as he lands because one section goes inside the other and you get that sort of bouncing, squishing motion. It's pretty awesome. I think it took quite a while to build. It wasn't easy, and it does create a little bit of lag because he is a bit huge. Now, I know looking at the last iBallistic Squid video, Squiddy did ask for a drivable snowman because they had the giant snowman but you couldn't actually move it. I watched that video and I had to laugh because I'd already created this and I was thinking, well, you know what, he's going to get one very shortly. So here it is. This is a driving snowman for sure. It is a big, giant, bouncing Eric. And yeah, he's pretty awesome, I think. I hope you guys like him too. He's got his lovely woolly scarf on there, the hat that sort of opens as he jumps, and the arms that go up and down. And he kind of fits the bill. I tick the box, I think, for a driving snowman. So far the builds of Christmas that I have shared with you are a giant snowman bouncing, little Robin bobbing, 5 bearings, rocket Christmas tree, hover Santa hat, derpy wall climb gift, and an elf on a candy skidoo. So yeah, there he is. He is awesome. I hope you like him. He'll be available on the workshop. Please download him, have fun with him. And if you enjoyed this video, as always, why not spank the hell out of that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more Retro Specs. Until next time, see you soon, and bye for now. Well, Mindfish, don't say I didn't listen. One skateboarding snowman coming right up.